Wait, sorry. The hell?
Into story mode.
Don't tell me I have to start over.
Oh no. Oh, let's play it out. Let's see.
I can just move the mouse too.
You couldn't just. Yeah.
Why does it make you mad?
Why does it bug you?
Because I know that's the beginning.
It was just no. That's the intro. It was not the beginning. It's a difference.
Okay.
See?
You don't want to argue.
You never do. That's why we. We don't really talk that much.
Alright. Keep talking on your rest. Yeah. So what did you do in the game?
Couple things. Grow some food. Own some stuff.
Did you find that campsite thing? Did you find that campsite?
I asked you specific if it's anything you want me to look. You're like, you can do whatever. So I kind of.
And then you took a picture of this one.
Yeah, I forgot. I didn't even look. On my phone. Out of my mind, out of sight.
Okay.
Didn't even think about it.
Okay. That YouTube chat's not even on there. You can't even see it.
Yeah. I have to figure out how to put that on there. Yeah, you can see on your.
me. Oh, you did the fence,
Yes, I did.
and you put the trees over there. That means you have to go around now. Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's being sarcastic, you know.
I was too. I can tell by the sarcastic
I just saw that.
Me too.
Trying softly. So I probably need more clay now. don't think I have anymore.
Not long ago, Rita Levi Montalcini celebrated her 103rd birthday, and then during the festivity...
Okay, so...
Access to the house, and he knows better than be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
They had a recording of Meek and Diddy making love. Yeah. I don't know if it was love.
There we go. Bring it to chest.
They want to make it. They want to make it so badly. You get these vulnerable people. Parents are letting you do this because they want to make it so badly, and then you record them probably and say, if you do anything, we got this on you.
For years, Justin Bieber kept quiet. While the world watched him rise from YouTube teen sensation to global pop icon, very few knew what was happening behind the scenes. Now, with lawsuits piling up against Sean Diddy Combs and multiple celebrities coming forward with disturbing stories, it seems like Justin is finally ready to break his silence, and the things he's revealing are deeply unsettling. In recent weeks, whispers have turned into full-blown fan theories. Clips from the past have started resurfacing, and suddenly Justin's long and complicated history with Diddy is under the microscope. But this time, it's not just about cryptic posts or uncomfortable interviews. It's about what Justin allegedly saw firsthand. He's reportedly revealing a list of rappers and celebrities that Diddy was allegedly involved with, including huge names like Usher and Meek Mill. These aren't just baseless rumors either. Some of these men have had their own questionable associations with Diddy over the years, like Meek's leaks. And now everything is starting to make a lot more sense. Fans who once brushed off odd interactions and strange party stories are now realizing there may have been something much darker going on. And he's now openly talking about it. On his socials, he recently posted a video that sparked a lot of controversy. Basically, Justin uploaded a video of him eating a slice of pizza, as Diddy X Cassie took the stand, which has led to fans to assume that Justin was sending a message. Prominent journalist and Pizzagate legend Liz Crokin noted, the video looks like it was taken from a surveillance camera. You know, like the cameras Diddy used to tape freak-off parties for blackmail purposes. Justin's claims suggest he was exposed to things no child should have seen. Stories about sleepovers, about being made to watch, and about the messed up power dynamics at play in Diddy's circle. For a long time, people laughed off Justin's struggles in his late teens, his meltdowns, his drug use, his erratic behavior. But now, there's a growing realization that what looked like a teenage rebellion may have actually been the result of real trauma. And the craziest part, this might just be the beginning. It all started with Usher. Before he was a global superstar, Usher was just a teenager with a dream. He was discovered by music executive L.A. Reid, who immediately saw his potential and signed him to LaFace Records. But as talented as he was, breaking into the music industry wasn't just about singing. There were unspoken rules and powerful figures to impress. That's where Sean P. Diddy Combs came in. Early in his career, Usher was placed under Diddy's mentorship. He was told that if he wanted to make it big, he had to learn from the moguls who ran the game. And Diddy was one of the biggest names in the business. So, still in his teens, Usher packed his bags and moved in with Puffy. The idea was to train him, to teach him how to move in the industry, how to build a brand, how to be great.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
But according to Usher himself in past interviews, what he experienced wasn't exactly a traditional mentorship. At first, it was exciting. He was around celebrities in high-energy environments soaking up knowledge. But it didn't take long for that excitement to turn into confusion and discomfort. Usher started noticing things. Parties that didn't feel right, people coming and going at odd hours, behavior that didn't match the professional image Diddy showed the world. Usher admitted that it was overwhelming. He was young, far from home, and suddenly surrounded by a lifestyle that felt more chaotic than inspiring. Over time, the mentorship faded, and Usher began to distance himself. Though he rarely talks about that period in detail, fans have long speculated that his early time with Diddy left a mark on him. And now, with all the recent allegations and Justin Bieber stepping forward to talk about his own time with Diddy, many are re-examining Usher's story with fresh eyes. You see, Usher met Diddy when he was just 13 years old. Diddy became his legal guardian and produced Usher's 1994 debut album. At first, it seemed like a major opportunity, learning from someone with serious industry power. But Usher later revealed that he was exposed to a lot more than just music during those early years. In a 2004 interview with Rolling Stone, Usher reflected on that time, saying Diddy introduced him to a lifestyle that was far too mature for someone his age. He mentioned that the environment was overwhelming, with things happening around him that no young teenager should have been exposed to. Now, with multiple allegations and lawsuits surfacing against Diddy, many people are looking back at Usher's early experiences with fresh eyes. What once sounded like a wild part of the industry now feels troubling, especially knowing Usher was just a kid.
We used to wake up and damn tours and like just out. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flake.
During his 35th birthday celebration back in 2013, Usher opened up about his early years in the industry and the influence Sean Diddy Combs had on him as a teenager. According to reports from Daily Mail, Diddy was present at the event when Usher made a candid speech about how he was introduced to the fast-paced world of celebrity life. "I was introduced to everything by Puff Daddy when I was only 15, Usher said, recalling the kinds of parties and the lifestyle that came with being around Diddy. Despite admitting he'd had a taste of it all, he made it clear that he never let those experiences control him. He even added that he wouldn't take back the advice Diddy had given him over the years. Later, in a 2016 interview on The Howard Stern Show, Usher reflected on that same time period. He brought up Diddy's infamous Puffy Flavor Camp, a nickname for the gatherings and trips that were part of Diddy's mentorship. Usher described those parties as places where very curious things were happening. And when Stern asked whether he would ever send his own children to something like that, Usher didn't hesitate. Hell no.
I did say that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand.
Looking back now, in the context of the ongoing allegations surrounding Diddy, Usher's past comments feel even more important. What once seemed like wild industry stories now raise serious questions about what young artists were being exposed to behind closed doors. Usher hasn't publicly said much about Diddy in recent years, and his silence has been especially noticeable ever since the wave of lawsuits and serious allegations against the Bad Boy Records founder began flooding the headlines. While other artists have distanced themselves or subtly acknowledged the situation, Usher has kept completely quiet, not a single word. But in September 2024, fans noticed something strange. Usher had wiped every post from his ex, formerly Twitter profile. All of it gone. No explanation, no farewell note, just a completely blank timeline. When people started asking questions, Usher claimed he'd been hacked. Still, the timing felt too on the nose for some people to buy it. After all, this happened right around the time the FBI reportedly began investigating Diddy and those in his inner circle. Naturally, theories started flying. Some believe Usher is staying silent out of fear that Diddy might still have influence over him, or even hold damaging information from their past. Others think the post-purge may have been a precautionary move, scrubbing anything that could potentially connect him to the deeper mess behind the scenes. Fans have pointed out that Usher was one of the few people who had a front row seat to Diddy's lifestyle from a very young age. And it's no secret that he was exposed to a lot early on. Whether he's protecting himself, others, or just doesn't want to get involved, his total silence hasn't gone unnoticed. And in a moment where everyone's watching, that silence is speaking volumes. As Justin Bieber begins to speak out about his own early experiences with Diddy, fans are connecting the dots. Usher's past comments now seem like early warnings about an environment that may have harmed more young artists than anyone realized. Now Justin Bieber seems ready to speak out, not just about what happened to him, but about everything he witnessed growing up around some of the most powerful names in the industry. For years, people brushed off his rebellious phase as just a young star going off the rails. But now, fans are starting to see it differently. Maybe it wasn't just teen angst. Maybe it was trauma. Sources close to Justin say he was around near the end, when Diddy's parties weren't so much wild as they were unsettling. He wasn't just being brought to events for fun. He was being shown a side of the industry no teenager should have been exposed to. And he wasn't alone. Usher was often there too, having already lived through his own years under Diddy's influence. Justin has reportedly started revealing more of what he saw behind closed doors, how things really looked when the cameras weren't rolling. He saw how Diddy operated. He saw the dynamic between Diddy and Usher, and how that relationship wasn't just about music or mentorship. There was an unspoken power imbalance, and Justin still a kid himself, was caught right in the middle of it. And now, after years of staying quiet, deleting posts, and avoiding questions, it looks like he's finally done carrying the weight of those memories alone. And while JB talks about Usher, he is also coming to the public about all the either people that got involved. One of them was Meek Mills. One of the more explosive claims in Rodney Lil Rod Jones's lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs is buried in the footnotes, but it's made a lot of noise online. In a portion of the filing, Jones alleges that Diddy bragged about having fellow artists Meek Mill and Usher. While neither Meek nor Usher are accused of any wrongdoing in the lawsuit, their names were essentially revealed through not-so-subtle footnotes. And there was even a leaked audio.
Oh my God.
Yo, wait a minute!
So, Meek basically shut down Jones's accusations in a whole marathon of posts on X. You know, Twitter's new name now. He was like, no man or Watt would ever approach me about gay activity, and the whole place don't get flipped. Woke up seeing this on every blog like they know I'm coming. LOL. That's classic Meek right there. Always raw, unfiltered, and straight to the point on social media. But this time, that same unpolished vibe kind of worked against him. Instead of calming things down, fans and followers jumped on his every word, especially since he was so loud about declaring his heterosexuality. It almost felt like the more he insisted, the more people dug in with questions and jokes. But Meek Mill, who's been linked to Diddy and
I'm stuck on Band-Aid brand 'cause Band-Aid stuck on me.
You go to Sandals to feel the sunshine. From everyone you meet.
I killed my plants.
Ah, bummer. What kind of plants?
Some kind of fern?
Try putting them in the shower.
in all kinds of stories over the years, has been pretty clear about shutting down the rumors that there was anything romantic or sexual between them. You might have heard about some wild parties they've both been to together, including that infamous 2014 Grammys party that Meek actually hosted. Yeah, that one got broken up by the cops, which only added to the drama and speculation. But despite all the rumors flying around, Meek has consistently denied that anything like a sexual relationship ever happened between him and Diddy. Their connection mostly comes from the music world. They worked together quite a bit between 2012 and 2015. For example, Meek is featured on Diddy's track, I Want the Love. And Diddy returned the favor by appearing on Meek's song, Cold Hearted. So it's clear they had a professional relationship and some creative chemistry. But beyond that, Meek's made it pretty obvious that the rumors about them going beyond that are just that, rumors. It's interesting because when two big names like Meek and Diddy have worked together and shown up at the same events, it's almost like people expect drama or gossip to follow. And sometimes the more public and flashy the parties get, like that Grammy night, the more wild stories pop up. But Meek has kept his stance consistent. He hasn't just ignored the rumors. He's actively pushed back against them whenever they come up, making it clear he's focused on his career and isn't about to get caught up in baseless speculation. At the end of the day, their history is tied to music and business, not anything else. And while rumors can spread like wildfire online, especially when there's a lot of attention on both of them, Meek's response shows he's not here for the drama, just the facts. After all the rumors and wild speculation, Meek Mill actually went a step further and announced he'd pay an investigative team a whopping $100,000 just to find out how these stories linking him to Diddy even started popping up in the media. That move really made people sit up and take notice. It wasn't just a casual denial anymore. It was like Meek was saying, someone's out here trying to mess with my name on purpose. By offering that kind of money, he was basically hinting at a conspiracy or some behind-the-scenes effort to smear him. What's interesting is that Meek hasn't directly responded to Diddy's own allegations or statements about him. Instead, he's kept things pretty vague but firm. Back in April, he posted on social media, "I don't believe no Diddy story." and added, "Once they lied about me," making it clear he's skeptical of anything coming from that side, and feels like he's been targeted with false information before. It's like he's saying, "I've been through this kind of drama before, so I'm not falling for it now." A lot of people out there think Meek's quick to call all these rumors fake because he's not ready, or maybe just doesn't want to be vulnerable about what actually went down with Diddy. You know how it is. Admitting something like that, especially when it involves someone as big and powerful as Diddy, means opening yourself up to a whole lot of scrutiny and judgment. It's not just about the story itself, it's about the fallout, the way people might treat you afterward, and the personal pain that comes with sharing something so raw. Some fans and observers feel like Meek's pushing back so hard and denying everything, because it's easier to shut it down than to deal with the mess that would come from spilling the real truth. Vulnerability can be scary, especially in the public eye, where every word is dissected and turned into headlines or memes. Plus, Meek's always been known for keeping it tough and unfiltered on social media, which sometimes makes it hard to tell what he's really feeling beneath the surface. There's also this idea that if Meek did open up about what happened with Diddy, it could shake up a lot of things. His image, his relationships in the industry, and even his fan base. It's a heavy weight to carry, and sometimes people cope by denying or minimizing the situation instead of confronting it head on. That doesn't mean he's lying or playing games. It could just mean he's protecting himself in the way he knows how. And there are other stars too who apparently JB had seen with Puff. Diddy's been known for throwing some seriously wild parties over the years, and Fab definitely seemed to have seen his fair share of them. In fact, back in 2021, Fab shared a funny little story on his Instagram about one time he pulled an Irish exit at one of Diddy's parties. For anyone not in the know, an Irish exit is when you sneak out without saying goodbye, usually by pretending to go to the bathroom and then just disappearing. Classic move when you want to avoid the awkwardness of leaving a party. Fab explained it pretty perfectly. You ever got peer pressured into going to the afties? You really want to go home or back to the room, but you don't want to be the turn down to the turn up. Basically, you don't want to be the buzzkill, but you're ready to call it a night. So, he told Diddy he was heading to the bathroom, and then just slipped out. And get this, it was 7 a.m., and Diddy was still going hard. Fab even admitted this N was still turned. And while a lot of people suffered, others decided to run at the first sign of trouble. On a recent episode of the We in Miami podcast, veteran rapper Uncle Luke dropped some pretty interesting hints about just how wild Diddy's parties really are. He didn't spill all the details, but his tone said a lot, like there's definitely more going on behind the scenes than most people realize. When someone on the podcast asked him why he always seemed to make an early exit, Uncle Luke kept it simple but telling. "I don't know what goes on after hours, but I wasn't trying to find out. I know my place." Basically, he knew the party scene with Diddy wasn't for him, and wisely chose to keep his distance. Uncle Luke also shared a story that showed just how careful he was about staying out of Diddy's inner circle. He talked about how the hit song I Wanna Rock, which he originally made famous, was sampled by French Montana for the track Pop That, featuring big names like Rick Ross, Drake, and Lil Wayne. Apparently, nobody gave him a heads up about the sample. Diddy did invite Uncle Luke to appear in the music video for Pop That, but Uncle Luke declined, saying it just wasn't his scene. When the interviewer asked if he at least got paid for it, Uncle Luke gave a straight up, "Nah, I ain't want no check." And when another podcast member said, "All money ain't good money," Uncle Luke nodded like he couldn't agree more. It's clear that for him, staying true to himself and his values was way more important than any quick paycheck or association with the hype. And honestly, that kind of distance probably helped him avoid the messier parts of Diddy's wild world. A few days after all the back and forth, he dropped another hint in a video suggesting that Diddy might have annoyed some big corporate players, which could be why he's now facing legal trouble. It's like he was saying, look, this isn't just about personal drama. There are bigger forces at work here. And if you follow Diddy's business moves, that theory makes a bit of sense. Back in June 2023, Diddy and Diageo, the giant alcohol company behind brands like Ciroc Vodka and De Leon Tequila, officially ended their partnership. Things got so heated that they almost went to court in a major legal battle. Diddy actually sued Diageo, claiming they didn't hold up their end of the deal and failed to properly support their joint ventures. But Diageo fired back hard, revealing some eyebrow-raising details. Despite pulling in close to $1 billion in profit from those brands, Diddy's own financial input into the partnership was just $1,000. That little detail made waves because it suggested there was more tension and complexity behind the scenes than what met the eye. So his suggestion that Diddy might have ruffled some feathers in the corporate world, and that's part of why the legal heat is on him, isn't totally out of left field. It paints a picture of a bigger chess game happening behind all the headlines and social media drama. Justin Bieber's rise to fame is often talked about, but what's less discussed is just how involved some big industry players were in his early years, especially Diddy. Bieber was discovered at just 13 by Scooter Braun, a former marketing executive who saw huge potential in the young singer. Scooter and Usher actually created a special joint venture called Raymond Braun Music Group, just to launch Bieber's career. Now, here's where Diddy comes in. In a video that Bieber uploaded to his YouTube channel back in November 2009, when he was only about 15, Diddy talks about Bieber spending 48 hours with Diddy. He teased the fun without giving too much away, saying, "Where we're hanging out and what we're doing, we can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream." What's striking is that Diddy says he didn't have legal guardianship over Bieber during those 48 hours like he had when Usher stayed with him, so it was a very brief but intense kind of mentorship or hangout. At one point in the video, Diddy asks Bieber what he wants to do, and Bieber cheekily replies, "Let's go get some girls." Diddy's response? "A man after my own heart." That's what I'm talking about. It's a pretty casual, almost brotherly vibe. But looking back, it's also a glimpse into how Bieber was being introduced to the adult world of music, fame, and partying at a very young age. Fast forward to December 2010, when Bieber was 16, and there's another video on Diddy's YouTube channel where Diddy is teaching Bieber how to swag walk. He even points out how Bieber was starting to act different, saying, "You ain't been calling me and hanging out how you used to hang out." You can tell they had some kind of bond, even if it wasn't always super close or consistent. As Bieber got older and bigger, the two were pictured together less often, but it seemed like they stayed on decent terms. Around 2014, on an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe Kardashian dropped a wild story about a party she attended where half the people were butt naked. When her sister Kourtney asked who was there, she named off a list that included Diddy, or Quincy Combs, as she called him. Putting all this together, it's clear Bieber's early career involved being around some very adult, very intense scenes, with Diddy right in the middle of it. And while the public mostly sees the polished pop star now, these glimpses behind the scenes show a much more complicated and sometimes wild introduction to fame. Lately, Justin Bieber has been opening up in a way that's caught a lot of people's attention. He started talking about how, back in the day, Diddy used to make him watch some pretty intense stuff. Things that, honestly, you wouldn't expect a teenager to be exposed to. It's like Justin's hinting that those early hangouts with Diddy weren't just about having fun or learning the ropes of the music industry. Instead, he's revealing that there was a darker, more uncomfortable side to those experiences. From what Justin's shared, it sounds like Diddy would have him sit through things that felt inappropriate or way over his head for a kid that young. It's not exactly clear what the content was, but Justin's tone suggests it wasn't the kind of thing a teenager should have been around. It raises questions about the kind of environment he was being introduced to, and whether it was more harmful than helpful. For fans and outsiders, it's a lot to take in, especially considering how Diddy was such a big influence early on in Justin's career. Now, Justin seems to be pushing back on that narrative, showing a side of the story that's much more complicated. So, what do you think? Comment down below and let us know. If you liked this video, click this...
What kind of music is that? P-O-C-A-M?
Vocal.
You know what's smart? Treating yourself without cheating your goals. Eat smart with Factor.
deodorant.
I like that and that part, but yeah. Like.
This is nice.
Well, this is weird.
Easy reach time.
Light it up, Mark.
It helps keep my fingers away from the flame.
Nice.
You hang on
Still
to this. It's
good
good flesh.
commercial.
Big Easy Reach, the ultimate lighter.
No, it's
What
too
the hell
small.
happened?
Surprise call. Drink him if you got him.
Talking to myself, I said I promised I would quit you. I've been trying to let go, but it's powerful. It grips you. First you think you got control until I see you can't resist you. No, I got my issues, some I won't admit to. No one's got the answers, everybody wants to fix you. Got this magic 8-ball, but I ain't got no crystal. Just don't falling for the love and don't go with no pistol. They don't take a psychic or a scientist to know that. Why the fuck the minute I see you, I always know that. Definition of insanity is, yeah, I know that. I had 100 chances to move on, I always blow that. I can't seem to find out what's the issue. See your face on my school and then I miss you. Yeah, I said I was finished fucking with you. I said I hate the right away, I miss you. Yeah, I know I'm crazy, but you stick to. Even after everything we've been through, thought I was over with all the issues. And every time I leave it's too long. And every time I leave it's so wrong. I hate the way I always miss you. Yeah. Myself every time I said it, I'm done with you. Every day without you passes slower than one with you. 2 days passes feeling like a week. This shit is stressful. I swear all these helping hands ain't even helpful. Wishing I was closer to you, wish you wasn't distant. Wishing I was with you still, wish this shit was different. Wishing we could travel back in time and we could switch it. All this pain, wishing it was something I could fix it. Medicate myself, different substances I mix it. And my limits try to line and then she sniffs it. Never lied, I give you my word and then you twist it. Once outside the club, I think the paparazzi. Why the paparazzi flipped it? Still can't seem to find out what's the issue. Hate the way you talking when you with your friends too. They don't know about the show you been through. Said I hate the way I always miss you. Miss you.
You're not know that's the thing. That's the point. What are you doing? No. Chill. Just dang man. Listen to me. Come on. We've been here. Listen to this.
So boring. What are you doing?
I gotta take a shower in the morning.
Yeah, I know I'm crazy, but you're sick too. Even after everything we've been through, thought I was on with all the issues. And every time I leave it's too long. And every time I leave it's so wrong. I hate the way I always miss you. I hate the way I always miss you. I hate the way I always
Holy shit, come on. Wow.
Let's go. World getting crazy, baby, chill. Don't medicate, just meditate. You waking up now, baby, you hella late. Educate, look at what's going on, let it resonate, accelerate. Find your inner hunger like you never ate. Agenda is to push the hate. Separate, segregate, don't celebrate. Quite yet the storm is coming, cue for heaven's sake. Violence that they demonstrate, instigate and penetrate the values of our country and our God is what they desecrate. Our fighters ain't no featherweight, pulling out the seams of the fabric that they fabricate. They feed us lies, manipulate, intimidate, do fear and force, forcing us to sit and wait till we come together, congregate. Do we liberate? Praying that you give me strength to find some love amongst the hate. Marching on the streets of blood till I see the golden gates. Troubadour, troubled souls, one of God's servants. Blades out, cut the grass till we see the servants.
I hope you see the truth. This puppet show is raised on because of you. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues.
That's kind of cool. I like.
No, I wish
chosen, just neglected. Deflected by some breaking news. Hope we just accepted. Expecting just to fall in line and follow their perspective. Don't question their objective. But I got a lot of questions. How these kids molested, but nobody's been arrested. Written in the testament, these children are protected. So I'm fighting all these terrorists, both foreign and domestic. Refuse to be directed. Lying not a sheep. I only kneel to my God. So I'm dying on my feet. Silence when we speak, but there's violence in the street. I've been rolling with the punches. I can't take it on the cheap. Drink from a glass, half full, I'm optimistic. People are sadistic, so vicious and malicious. Praying for assistance to overcome opposition. No, I'm gonna start resisting and then I pray for forgiveness.
I hope you see the truth. This puppet show it stays on.
Says it's gonna be 80 tomorrow. 77.
We've been dancing with the devil way too long.
It's gonna be hot tomorrow.
It's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with lies and abusers.
See, the second if she ever go on next thing, I know her vote.
You think she'll be on there? Or they'll think?
You never know. But if she ever did go on there,
She'll probably go on for one episode.
We need you
Two.
no, she probably do it for a kid. But yeah. But my whole point is, I'm saying, if she ever do it, I know her voice.
Oh. Yeah, I think a lot of people will.
I think I'd be surprised you want it. But I know her voice.
This puppet show it stays on because of you fools. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's hard, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers. Need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day to finally see the truth. God, we need you now.
Elio, skipping school. You need to make friends.
Attention students, this is your last announcement for the semester. You've had a great year, and I'm proud of each and every one of you. But now it's time to go out into the real world. I just want to wish you all good
Motherfucker.
So you're still thinking of me.
So you're still thinking of me, just like I know you should. I cannot give you everything, you know I wish I could. I'm so high at the moment, I'm so caught up in this. Yeah, we're just young, dumb, and broke, but we still got love to give. Well, young, dumb, dumb, and broke. Young, dumb, and broke. school kid, well, young, dumb, and broke. Young, dumb, and broke. Young, dumb, and broke. Young, dumb, broke high school kid. Young, dumb, broke high school kid.
Yes, that's it.
Young, dumb, broke high school kids.
What? I'm thinking of the bridge.
Look at me now.
Huh?
King of the Lockers.
I'm thinking
Is
of
anybody here to check my work?
We were born on the battlefield and answered the call when America needed us most. From the original Freedom Machine came the original.
I don't wanna work it out. I just wanna say goodbye. I just need to leave and let dream of you and I die. Can tell me that you're happy now when it's just you and I just need to leave and let dream of you and I die. I was so in love with you, now I gotta say goodbye. This song kept me up at night, so I call this your lullaby. I'm not surprised, I recognize that every single time you cried, it was to back up all your lies and make it seem like I'm a bad guy. And I know it's alright, and I gotta let go. I can't take what you did, it ain't good for my soul. I give you every single thing I had, I'll never understand. I don't wanna work it out, I just wanna say goodbye. I just need to leave and let dream of you and I die. Can tell me that you're happy now.
I just made a all block deck. Only cards that block. There's 3 of them.
Can't go back to what we used to be. That shit ain't no good for me. Look at what you did to me. Wish I could forget it all, 'cause I'm sick and I'm tired of feeling this way. No drugs and prescriptions can cover this pain that I'm feeling inside. I know I have to let you go, 'cause I can't take this shit no more, and that's for sure. I fucking hate you now, for every single time you ever fucking put me down. Work it out, I just wanna say goodbye. I just need to leave and let dream of you and I die. Can tell me that you're happy now when it's just you and I just need to leave and let dream of you and I die.
I just found a shortcut.
Lock the door, shut the window, turn the lights low. Achieving happiness every day is a life goal. Stuck inside a mind state I can't escape from. Never understood why this is from my brain. Cause love it or hate it, I was born with this depression. Compulsive with my obsessions, my mind is a lethal weapon. It's overbearing, my mind is tearing to pieces. I've been feeding for some dopamine like an addict, I need it. Yeah, I need it, I want it, but don't.
on tour with a band called Shinedown. Absolutely incredible people, and every night they would bring me on stage and we would sing this song. A southern rock and roll classic, actually. So the honor
Wait, didn't we go live?
the first verse of this song with y'all, is that okay?
Where'd we? I think we was at this live.
Mama told me
Live in
Montana?
no. Here we go.
sit beside me. Mama, listen closely to what I say. And if you do this, it'll help me someday.
Don't be too fast. Toes will come. They move fast. You'll find a girl. You'll find a world. And what you say, I was high. We do the first verse, the Shinedown. But then I skip the second and the third verse and I go right to the last chorus. But I do this for the legendary southern rock and roll band from Jacksonville, Florida called Leonard Skinner. Earlier this year, Gary Rossington, the last original living member of Leonard Skinner, passed away. And I am sure that he is in the smoking section of rock and roll heaven watching us alone. So I mean it when I say I want y'all to sing this to the high heavens, y'all. Now, Caitlin, I think you're one of the best vocalists I've ever heard in my fucking life. You are incredible. I think the only thing that might sound better than you is 10,000 motherfuckers from Montana singing this together. So no me, no you, it's all y'all. 110%. Are you ready, Montana? It's all you, don't let me down. It's all you. Yes! And be something. Oh, baby, be a simple man. All you do is for your son and daughters. I got a little girl, right? Easy Casaminos, aka Caitlin Curtis, everyone.
Want more control over your birth control? In Massachusetts, there are many ways you can get the birth control and emergency contraception you need at little to no cost. Learn how at mass.gov/birth control.
Super hot. Oh, take a chance that a bet y'all won't. I got a plan and it involves money. It's super hot. Super hot. Oh, it's super hot. someone help me. And I hear
40 Days and 40 Nights by Jax. What the fuck?
I've been fasting, I ain't eating. They sleep on me, so fuck it, I ain't sleeping. 7 days without work makes 1 week. I ain't weak, I don't break, so I'm working through the weekends. I need to get a separate crib for my achievements and some laces for these people who would say they couldn't see it. Had to leave that life they got left while I got right. Searching for the meaning, 40 days and for 40 nights. Fuck a dot color plumber if you need some pipe. I'm strapped up with a mic, dildo in a dike. 23 flows will get you served like a fucking spike. Handling these bars like that thing on a fucking bike. These niggas saying amen like they seeing Christ. Cause I'm not human, give me space, you got no life. People watch me, I would never, I don't got the time. Searching for the meaning, 40 days and for 40 nights. Never gave a fuck about fame or being rich. If niggas disrespect my name, I ain't saying shit. I ain't pussy, I let God handle battles. And when karma 360s, I laugh and sing battle. Bitch, maybe the people doing it for clicks. I am not the average, I average 26, 6 points, no assists, but still passing on you niggas. So when you playing my game, it's no wonder that you shooting bricks. You can push your please, you are not in my league. I'm independently doing numbers you cannot conceive. I approve my own budget.
I know the end is near, the television telling lies. I know for sure the revolution won't be televised. I know that we've been waiting patiently for better times. We fell asleep and men are blind, can't recognize it's genocide. Feel like the bomb about to drop out of the clouds. Another virus going airborne, go hide inside your house. Farmers watching crops, now they drying up with droughts. Angry people forming crowds and trying to burn the cities down. This is Armageddon, martial law for our protection. I talk to God, but it's long distance and I lost reception. Forest fires and oil spills are the awful lessons. I'm just waiting for the devil to take over heaven. This is biblical, I swear it's in the Bible. We keep killing one another and we die for survival. We used to fight for peace, we put our flowers in their rifles. Now we're about to be extinct, every mad woman and child.
At the end of the world, I will do better next time. Oh yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know it. If it's the end of the world, I know that I have lived my life to the fullest. Yeah, the fullest. We stood on top of mountains. We've been to space before. We had our dogs and houses. We dug up dinosaurs. We built those bombs are dropping. We fought in all their wars. Now that the sky's falling, what did we do it for?
Feels like the end is near, our freedom's disappearing. People playing God, call it genetic engineering. Media misleading us and evil's interfering. While the government we need became the power that we're fearing. Our billionaires are going to space, don't blame them for leaving. Birds are falling out the air, fish washing up on our beaches. This is end times, humans got a deadline. Children are the future till we ruin them with headlines. Should we pass the bedtime? Let everyone I feel like cryptocurrency is probably our last financial hope. Soon enough the government will leave your bank account froze. Judgment day is coming, you can run or you can stand and fight. Panic in the dark or leave rebellions by the candlelight. This ain't your granddaddy's planet Earth, it's black and white. The end is coming, I'll see y'all in the afterlife.
End of the world, I will do better next time. Oh yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know it. If it's the end of the world, I know that I have lived my life to the fullest. Yeah, the fullest. We stood on top of mountains. We've been to space before. We had our dogs and houses. We dug up dinosaurs. We built those bombs are dropping. We fought in all their wars. Now that the sky's falling, what did we do? It was the end of the world. As we know it, it's awful that it's over. Well, we look down at our phones. They'll drop a bomb from a drone.
I want my up. Wait, I'll take your half, but I want a phone too.
A what?
A phone.
I'm taking off the thing for you.
We stood on top of mountains. We've been
Oh, okay.
We had our dogs and houses. We dug up dinosaurs. We built those bombs are dropping. We fought in all their wars. Now that the sky's falling, what did we do it for?
Fucking hey. I was only gonna ask for a bite. I don't want a half.
Dunkin' Refreshers. Available in mango pineapple. All new tropical guava. And strawberry dragon fruit. Get a medium for $3. $3? That's refreshing.
That's your whole one.
We've all been hooked on something. Coffee, cocaine, and cigarettes. And we've all been asked to sell our souls for a nicer office and a bigger check. And we've all been at the bottom. And the lights cut off, barely paying rent. And we've all been in love with someone who said they'd stay, but they up and left. And we don't ask for help. We don't cry no tears. We know walking through hell, it can take some years. But we don't blame no one, cause it may be our fault. We may be all the names that we've been called. And maybe we're losers, maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're bad guys and they knew it all along. Or maybe we're perfect, but probably not. Either way, babe, I'm just proud to be a problem they can't solve. We've all been hooked on something. Pills or beer, mobile phones. And we've all done things that we regret to avoid laying alone. And Lord, we've had some bad days. Depressed and anxious or drunk and stoned. And we've all had nights when we go to sleep and don't want to live no more. But we don't ask for help. We don't cry no tears. We know walking through hell, it can take some years. But we don't blame no one, cause it may be our fault. We may be all the names that we've been called. And maybe we're losers, maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're bad guys and they knew it all along. Or maybe we're perfect, but probably not. Either way, babe, I'm just proud to be a problem they can't solve. We ain't afraid of hard times back. There will be dark nights, but they don't ever last. We ain't waiting for sunlight, we're pouring out gas. We're proud to be the problems light a match. And maybe we're losers, maybe we're gone. Maybe we're bad guys and they knew it all along. Or maybe we're perfect, but probably not. Either way, babe, I'm just proud to be a problem they can't solve. And maybe we're losers, maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're bad guys and they knew it all along. Or maybe we're perfect, but probably not. Either way, babe, I'm just proud to be a problem they can't solve.
This is Pope.
They told me, man, boy, tough enough. The men that women become men, they tricked me. They told me, speak your mind if you're brave enough. And I spoke up and now I can't so quickly. We were always too young and too nice. And I'm too old and too white. Too left or too right. What was speaking on our minds tonight? 'Cause you can't get to all of us, and you're more than welcome to try. If you can't get to all of us, then we're standing here side by side. If you can't get to all of us, you will burn the stars in the And you can call me every name that you might think will hurt my pride. But if you think you're stopping me, you're out your mind. 'Cause you can't cancel all of us, and you're more than welcome to try. But you can't cancel all of us, we're standing here side by side. And you can't cancel all of us, we learn the scars and the stripes. But you can't cancel all of us, it's the internet in real life. 'Cause you can't cancel all of us, and you're more than welcome to try. But you can't cancel all of us, 'cause we're standing here side by side. Lately, USA is getting scarier. Half of the Americans I see all hate America. They hate the cops doing their best to take care of us and kneel for the flag and sell the soldiers that were burying. I'm tired of the bitching and complaining why you living in America, but all you do is hate it. You think it's brave to take a stand against the nation? Real bravery is dying for the right so you can say it. Dear America, what happened to Americans? Apparently no one's aware or cares that it's embarrassing. It's arrogance. Our greatest enemy was always slavery and terrorists, and now it's people in the country trying to burn the heritage. I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't Republicans or liberals, it's mental illness. The internet is only interested in left opinions. Cancel culture's got more power lately than the First Amendment. If you don't like it, leave. We will not defund beliefs. We don't want no riots in our neighborhoods or in the streets. We respect freedom of speech. We protect what we believe. We don't want nobody dead, so please do not tread on me. In America, it's freedom and free. In America, soldiers dying overseas. So America, they say what we believe. Right, America, I will never take a knee. Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags. America, does anybody know what the hell happened to the Patriots? Lately, this nation is so ashamed of hating itself. Forget that people died to pay for this. I'm grateful as you know. Everything they do just to help. I just want to celebrate Thanksgiving with my family. I don't need your help to understand it was a tragedy. Can I just be thankful for my country eating happily without you trying to guilt me for the genocide and casualties? I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't black or white, it's conflict designed by the system. I don't need your pronouns, all I see is men and women. Kids are taking pills for fun while people can't afford prescriptions. If you don't like it, go. Hate it, then don't call it home. We don't need no violence, got no time for all you radicals. Screw your status quo, we're not animals. I won't kneel for the anthem, cause the flag is what I'm standing for. In America, it's freedom and free. In America, soldiers dying overseas. So America, they say what we believe. Right, America, I will never take a knee. Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags. America, you can hate the government and still love the country. Fundamental values of America are country. Republicans and liberals are dumb, to put it bluntly. They're labels that they use to create chaos and corruption. You can know the history and still be proud of where you're from. Every flag around the world is covered in a little blood. We started out United States divided is what we become. Home is where the heart is. You should show America some love. In America, it's freedom and free. In America,